Happy Saturday morning. It's, I don't know, about 8:15 a.m. West Coast time, give or take. It's cold up here in the mountains. I was out walking the dogs this morning, and I was just thinking that I think we've hit a point in December of 2025. I mean, I'm sure we hit this point years ago, but it's really being driven home pretty hard over the last week with the release of all of this stuff from the Epstein documents. And we're getting a glimpse, more of a glimpse, I guess, inside the worlds of these men. I feel very comfortable at this point that if I meet a man who is worth, I don't know, more than $5 or $10 million, my starting point is that that man is just an absolutely depraved pervert in ways that you just can't possibly even fathom. Because it's like, show me one who's not. I was running some errands yesterday, and I was listening to the Next Level podcast from the Bulwark with Tim Miller and Sarah Longwell and JVL. And Tim made a good point. They were talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and weirdly, Howard Lutnick, not Lick, but Lick, our commerce secretary, was neighbors with Jeffrey Epstein in Manhattan when Epstein had that huge brownstone. And Jeffrey Epstein invited Howard Lutnick and his wife over one night. I don't know if there were other people there, if it was just a dinner. He invited them over, and they went over. And on the main floor in the living room, in the dining room, instead of a dining room table, there was a massage table. And Howard Lutnick's wife is like, "What the hell is that? What is up with that?" And they left, and they never went back. That is a normal response to that. And Tim was like, "Well, it's hard to make friends. It's hard for men to make friends when they're over 40. And, so it's like Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, it's like they see the massage table in the dining room, and they're like, oh, that seems totally fine and normal. And, Larry Summers and Bill Gates and Alan Dershowitz and Woody Allen and all these other fucking perverts, man. And it's just like, I feel when I meet a guy who has that kind of money, like 10 million bucks or more, there is more societal evidence that that guy is probably an absolutely depraved sexual deviant than there's evidence that a guy like him is not that. And it just, like, guys get that kind of money and they just... just a bunch of absolutely depraved perverts, man. So, yeah. Anytime I meet especially a white guy, a rich white guy with that kind of money, I'm just like, dude, you are into some really, really dark shit, aren't you? And I feel like 9 times out of 10, the answer to that question is going to be yeah.